Okay guys, let's try it out now to be sure. Oh yeah, let's see that screw. The one we actually use the shiver. Just want to be sure that now we're live. Now it's live. Okay, finally it's working now. Guys, I'm back now. How are you guys? Welcome to my live session. Again, we do it. I'm wasting it. Show any cool. Wasting it. Oh, what's back? Check cool over be auto. Kilo cool. Besi auto te mode te tak bosi auto. Wari kini ko mode no ala ni mate. Kilo bosi dry. Te again. Auto benya. Fine. Besi auto. Okay guys, welcome to. I don't know what's wrong with Facebook. I'm not able to connect to Facebook in last few days now. But it's okay, it's fine. Guys, welcome to tonight's episode of Good Things Happen. My name is Dr. Sam. And yesterday after the last session, one of the feedbacks that I got was that I was repeating my words a lot of times. So someone reached out to me, one of an amazing person says that I should start taking questions and answer questions. So what I decided to do, rather than taking questions and answering questions, is that I have a live stream that I called Sharing Life Issues with Dr. Sam. Okay, by the way, please join this live, share this live. Go on YouTube and search for Mr. Greatness TV on YouTube, one word, and join the live. So, like I said, I don't know what's wrong with this. This one is not working, so I'll just leave Facebook for now. I have to fix it. Might be to fix this Facebook issue. So, so I have this weekly podcast or weekly show called Sharing Life with Dr. Sam. So, what I decided to do is, rather than have that separately, I'm going to combine Sharing Life with Dr. Sam. I'm going to combine it with Good Things Happen to become one weekly. So I'm able to respond to issues, then I'm able to give support. So we can do that rather than repeating my words for the entire 1 hour. Let's mix both together. So Sharing Life with Dr. Sam and also the Good Things Happen. It's going to be Good Things Happen, but in all of these sections, sometimes I'm going to respond to the issues. I'm going to answer questions both on TikTok, on YouTube. But guys, please follow the channel on YouTube. Please go to Mr. Greatness TV, one word, and just follow our YouTube channel. Please, I'm asking you to do that for me. Okay, again, you know how we do it. The essence of this life is to remind you that it doesn't matter how unpleasant the day has been, good things can and will happen to you. It doesn't matter how unpleasant the day has been, good things will happen to you. So it's not a very, very complicated live stream. The goal is just very simple, to make good things happen for you. Okay, so in the last 3 days we've done this now. I've given out, I think the first day we gave about 7 people, 8 people, $100 each. The next day about 3 or 4 people, I think. Yesterday we gave about 5 people. How many people yesterday? 5 people. So today, hopefully again we can do. The goal is to get to a point in the day where every day we give $1 million away. I'm hoping that we're going to get there. I don't know when, but we will get there. That we can give you. So I'm going to spend the next 2 minutes sharing this live with friends. I also want to encourage you, please share this with your friends. Please just share this with your friends. Share it with your friends. Dr. Sam is live. Like I said, sharing is caring. Okay, so please go ahead now and share with your friends. Go ahead now and share with your friends. And please invite your friends to join the live. Please go on YouTube and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mr. Greatness TV, one word. Mr. Greatness TV, one word. You're going to see me on the blue jacket. You just click subscribe button, follow, and let's grow the family together. Some of my existing family members were expecting you guys to join soon. We have a few people that they join us every night. Miss V, thank you for joining. Sylvia Daska, thank you for joining. For all of you who are live, thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all for joining. Let me try to share this live with as many people as possible. Okay, so please join the live stream. I'm trying to share this live with as many people as possible. Okay guys, so today I have some messages I'd like to read out. They were sent to me. There were messages that are kind of like, again, that were very touchy. So I said I'm going to combine sharing life with Dr. Sam with responding to, real life issues, and of course do good things happen. We're going to combine both together. So I'm going to address the issue of grammar. But let's start talking first. How has your day been? Let me address those who are online. Evan, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining. We have a lot of interesting people who are joining tonight. Sylvia, Liaglino, all of you that are joining, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And just really, please go and leave a comment on YouTube, please. Guys, go and leave a comment on YouTube. On YouTube is Mr. Greatness TV, one word. Please go on YouTube and leave a comment. Spicy, Asla, H, Catherine C, Almili, Sedja. For every one of you that are joined, thank you so much. Mandy Q, thank you for joining. Timmy, welcome tonight. How are you? How was work today, Timmy? Miss Carlin O2, thank you for joining. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. How was your day? How was work today? How are you doing, guys? How are you doing? For me, I had a very interesting day today. Work was good. I had a good day yesterday. Work was good. So while we expect more people, today I'm going to talk about Miss V. I'm fine, thank you. How are you too, Miss V? So I'm going to speak to you about, I'm going to read the messages I got, and they're very touching messages. And in between this, I'm going to also now give out what we normally do. Don't forget, the message is very simple. Please, can you please pin, write on the comments, the pin, write Mr. Greatness TV, one word, on YouTube and on Instagram. Okay, so people can, particularly, on TikTok and on YouTube. Please, guys, please join on YouTube. I would like to have more engagement on YouTube than we have here on TikTok. Okay, so please, if you can, please join on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yes, so let's do this now. Let's start with what I got, the messages I got. They're so touchy messages, and I don't even know which one I should read among these messages. Let me start with this. Dr. Sam, please keep me anonymous. I used to be comfortable. I had a business, 2 cars, and a good home. I paid my children's school fees without thinking twice. Then my business collapsed. Within 2 years, almost everything disappeared. I sold 1 car, then the second. We moved from our house into a smaller apartment. I thought my wife and I would fight through it together. I thought my wife and I would fight through it together. One evening, she sat me down and said she couldn't continue living like this. Wow. A few months later, she left with our children. Dr. Sam, we've been married for 14 years. I can handle losing money, I can handle people who stop calling when things became difficult. What I'm struggling to handle is waking up in a quiet house without my children. Last month was my son's birthday. I couldn't even afford the gift he asked me for. When I called me, he said, "Daddy, when are you going to be rich again?" Wow. I laughed while we were on the phone. When the call ended, I cried. I'm 46 years old. Sometimes I look at my life and wonder how everything I spent 20 years building disappeared so quickly. Dr. Sam, how does a man rebuild when he has lost his money, his family, his confidence at the same time? When I read messages like this, it just breaks me. This one particularly because it's similar to my story, you know. And please, when you send me message, by the way, when you send me message, either in my DM, either in email, please give more context. What I mean, explain better what you do, what kind of business collapse, what are you currently doing right now, what, apart from just advising, what help do you need, so that I'm able to read, I'm able to understand, because now what I read now is like a general information. I don't have more detailed information in terms of, excuse me, in terms of what you're currently doing right now, how you're trying to bounce back and stuff like that. And please, if you're the one that sent me this email, please reach out to me. I am more particular because this is also similar to my story. But what I would say is that you get through it, okay? And don't stop showing love to your kids. Don't stop reaching out to them. Let them know that they're a present father in their lives. Let them know that things are tough financially. And I think if you have grown-up kids, if you've been married for 14 years, and I believe you should have a child that is about, that's your son. I don't know how old your son is, but for him to ask, that when you get to it again, maybe the mom is telling him that means he can comprehend. So let him know that daddy is currently going through financial time right now, but things will get back soon. Please communicate with that boy. Let him be aware that things are tough right now, but things are going to get back soon. Communicate with that child. Now that being said, if you currently have a job, you say you have a business, I'll tell you what I did, and I'll tell you what I think you should do. When business collapses like that, and you don't have money to start again, go and get a job. Start with getting a job. It's okay to get a job. The job is not a permanent solution. Get the job for the meantime. Work. Save some money, then get back to entrepreneurship. Okay? Because it's hard to go and meet people and say, "Help me, my business is down." You know, it's easier to get help when you don't need help than to get help when you need help. And I've been there. I'm not telling you perspire to Maguire to inspire to require. I have been down, I have been up. And I realized that it's easier to get help when you're down than to get help when you're up. It's easier to get help when you're up than to get help when you're down. A lot of people will not help you when you're down. So many people will ignore you when you're down. So many people will ignore you. I don't want to lose the shot of camera. So many people will ignore you when you're down. That's why now that you're on the down, what you can do is like try to get a job. If you can put your CV together and go and apply for a job. Start by working. Save up for the next, tell yourself I'm working for the next 2 years to save up money. After you save up money, then you can start back your business. And in those times, please be in your children's life. Call constantly. If their mother is not stopping you from calling them, call every day, checking on them. Anytime you have something small, go and give it to them. Be present, but communicate with them and say, "Dad is currently going through some financial crisis right now. I don't want to be angry with mommy. Respect your mommy. And anytime you have something, just give. If your child asks you for 1 naira, you only have 50 kobo, give. For context sake, those of you are not in Nigeria, if your child asks you for $1 or $10 and you can only afford 50 cents or $1, give your child and say, "Daddy cannot afford $10 now. This is what daddy has." But gradually, daddy is going to be in a position to be able to give you what you want. Communicate with the children and don't stop working out. Okay, don't stop working out, and very soon things will get better. Okay. Now, while I'm responding to these messages, please know that on this live stream, today is the last day for the week, by the way. Again, we go again next week. But Saturday, Sunday, we have different live. Tomorrow, I have what we call Sam's Lounge. So, same time, 6 p.m. Sunday, also, we have Find Love. So, every day, we have different activities to do. But Our giveaways is Monday to Friday. So again, what can $100 do for you? If you need $100 genuinely and you know it can help, leave a comment what it can do for you. And you might be lucky to be among 10 people that will be selected today. Maybe we can get 10 today, maybe we can do less, maybe we can do more. No problem. Please, but your comment has to be left on YouTube. Go on YouTube and leave a comment. Okay, not here on TikTok, on YouTube. Go and leave a comment on YouTube. Okay, it's very important. Please go and leave a comment on YouTube. Now, so back to the young man or the man that reached out to me. I don't know whether you're young. You see, you're 43. So you're young. Okay, at 43 you're young. Alright, what age did you say you are again? 46. Oh, 46, you're not young anyway. But everything will be fine. Everything will be fine, okay? Just stay positive. Stay in your kids' life. Don't stop communicating with them. Don't be far away from them. Take a job. And if you're lucky to still have some savings to start your business back, you can start a business. I'm just saying get a job in case you don't have any savings left. Because if you start talking to people to say, help me, I need money to start my business, to grow my business, most likely they may not help. And that will just take you into more depression. And rather than going to depression, just take a job. Now what I'm telling you now is not a theory, it's what I've been doing. That's what I did. And that's why I recommend you to take that job. Don't feel bad about it. Don't feel like, so I'm going to get a job now. I've been a CEO. You know, I used to have about 700 plus staff. And when everything went south, I went back to pick a job. And that's what I'm saying. Don't feel bad about it. It's just a phase in your life. Don't ever feel bad like, so now I'm not going to go and get a job. Please go and get a job if you have to get a job. It's okay. It's just a phase in your life. It's just a phase in your life. It's just a phase in your life. I have a few more other comments, messages I got, and I'm going to respond to them. But again, like I said, if you know that $100 can do something for you, please state what $100 can do for you. And hopefully you can be among the 10 lucky winners that will get something from me today. I give $100 per day, and I try to give as many people as possible. Hi Timmy, how are you? Now let's read the next message I received. Okay. When I read these messages, it just kind of like they're very interesting. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know whether to cry, whether to feel bad, because it can be very devastating sometimes. Dr. Sam, please don't mention my name. People who know us may recognize this story. Okay, I will not mention your name, please. Okay, Amatayo Unstoppable, how are you? Thank you for joining live. So, I was engaged to a man for almost 3 years. My best friend knew everything about our relationship. Whenever we fought, she was the person I called. Mistake number one. She knew his weaknesses, she knew mine. Eventually, the relationship ended. Wow. I was devastated. My best friend stayed with me through everything. She prayed with me. She told me God would give me somebody better. Why do I think I know where it's going to end? I just feel like I know where it's going to end. My best friend stayed with me through everything. She prayed with me. She told me God will give me someone better. Dr. Sam, 8 months later, she called me and said she needs to tell me something. Let me guess. She and my ex were getting married. I just knew. Oh, interesting. I couldn't speak. She said they never planned it. They started talking after our breakup and things just happened. Last month, they got married. Wow. Some of our mutual friends attended. I couldn't go, of course. The woman who held me while I cried over this man is now sleeping beside him every night. I have forgiven my ex. You are a strong woman, oh. But I'm struggling to forgive her. I don't even know if I will forgive my ex for that, but that's a story for another day. Dr. Sam, there's a line between let me read, sorry, I don't know to make mistake. Dr. Sam, is there a line a true friend should never cross, even when the relationship is already over? This one I will ask you to respond. So let me summarize the story. They were friends. She would always tell the guy about the story, about their issues. She knew the guy's weaknesses. She knew her weaknesses. And something happened. Let me see what happened. My best friend stayed with me. Whenever we fought, she's the person I called. I don't know what somebody calls their fight, but the best friend is aware of their fight. And they broke up. She stayed with her. You know, there's one line that really stuck at me. She says, and that's why I don't know how women do these things to themselves. And I'm so sorry for those of you that said that, for you that said, I'm not trying to laugh about your situation. I respect and I know it's a very serious situation, and I'm not trying to make it fun out of it. I mean, you share me so I can share my advice with you, and I'm not trying to be rude to you. Please forgive me if I sounded insensitive. My best friend stayed with me through everything. She prayed with me. She told me God will give me someone better. What I can say is, God will give you someone better. God will give you someone better. I want to hear people's opinion. If you're on YouTube, if you're on TikTok, please leave a comment. How best can we advise this family member whose friend just married her ex? How best? Please give an advice for this woman. I don't know how young she is. Would you ever date or marry your friend's ex? As a man, would you marry your friend's ex-girlfriend? As a lady, would you ever marry your friend's ex-boyfriend or ex-partner? Do you think it's the right thing? Yeah, I mean, Timmy, I believe she should move on also, because, I mean, she doesn't have a choice. Even if she doesn't want to move on, she doesn't have a choice. The man is married now. So he has to move on. She has to move on, no other choice. The man is married with his ex. So moving on is not an option. She has to move on. You know, my point is just that, I don't know. Why would you do this to your friend as a woman? I don't know. How would you go and marry your madam? First and foremost, I will tell you the truth. He is not your man. If he was your man, he would have stayed. So he's not your man. That's what you should know. Okay? He's not your man. He's your man, he would have stayed. Your man will stay. Okay? Your man will stay. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to send a response to a message. The life 20. It's just 1 second, guys. Well, please give me what your opinion on this subject matter. What do you think? Yeah, I believe it. Let's not say women. Let's say a lot of women. Not so that we don't generalize the entire women structure. Some women, or most women, some women don't have this code. Because if not, I don't think you should ever do this to anybody. I don't think, I think you should respect your partner and not do that to your partner, to your friend. Sorry guys, I'm trying to send the link to some of my friends also. Search this. Please go on YouTube, Mr. Greatness TV. Search this on YouTube. So, madam, first and foremost, you need to heal. If you need to speak to your therapist, talk to me in private. Let's book a session and see how I can just listen to you. And it's not a guy for you. If he's a man for you, he will not leave you for a friend. But again, honestly, you also didn't tell me what are the reasons for the fight. But sometimes we blame our partner. We must also be the one that is wrong. But there's no reason for your friend to be with your partner. There's no reason. Or maybe the relationship was not meant to be with each other. But I will not go and marry my friend's girlfriend now because, but again, even though it's completely wrong, sometimes Maybe they started by talking about you, they started finding, comfort and solace in each other, boom, 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 boom. It happened. But there's no excuse for people to do that. That's my opinion. But again, for you particularly, I'm not focused on your friend, and you said you're even forgiving your ex. You are even a very powerful woman to forgive your ex. You should also forgive your friend and move on. Forgive doesn't mean you should be a friend. Forgive and keep her in a distance. And trust God to give you your own partner. He will give you your own partner. Okay? And then put your energy into your work now. Usually when things like this happen, that's what I do. When I go through issues, any issue, I just focus my energy on my work, and I trust that things will get better. That's what I do, and that's what I want you to do. Focus your energy, put your energy on your work, on your business, on your career, and things will get better. Like Tizola says, don't blame yourself. Their decision reflects their character and choices are not your worth, and that's true. Their decision is not a reflection of who you are worth. It's about them, not about you. I have 2 more I'm going to read. I actually have like almost 7, but I'm just going to read 2 more. Please, if you're just joining live stream, we are currently live on Good Things Happen, and this is not the focus of live stream. The focus of the live stream is to see how we can help people. So please go on YouTube and drop a comment. What can $100 do for you? Please, if you've joined us day 1, day 2, day 3, by now I want you to be inviting your friends. I want us to have more engagements on Instagram, on TikTok, and of course on YouTube. So I'm asking you to please take a moment now before I read the next email. Take a moment to please share this live with one or two of your friends. Just do that for me. Please share this live. While I'm doing, let me just check YouTube and see if we have comments. I'm seeing from my large screen, but again I still want to check from my smaller screen here. Okay, so tonight we have Onyekachi. Thank you for joining. Who else do we have? I'm trying to look up. Okay. Onyekachi, who else? Please guys, Timilaine, thank you for joining the YouTube live. So guys, please go and join me on YouTube. I would like for you to connect with us on YouTube. And the question is, what can $100 do for you? Please, if you have a genuine need, please leave a comment on YouTube and let's see how we can help. Okay, it has to be a genuine need. What can $100 do for you? I'm going to read the next. What's it called? I'm going to read the next email I received. I am 38. Hold on. Just 1 minute. Okay, Dr. Sam, please keep me anonymous. I'm a woman, 38 years old. Okay? I have a good career. I pay my own bills. I take care of my parents. I have built a life I am proud of. Okay? But whenever I go, nobody asks about any of those things. The first question is, when are you getting married? At weddings, aunties look at me with pity. At family gatherings, people introduce me to men without asking me. My mother has started attending different prayer programs because she believes something spiritual is preventing from marrying. Dr. Sam, I want marriage. I know. I want children. But I don't want to marry the wrong person simply because I am afraid of getting older. Okay? Guys, 1 second. Just 1 second, please. Again, back. So, Dr. Sam, I want marriage, I want children, but I don't want to marry the wrong person simply because I'm afraid of getting older. Last Christmas, one relative jokingly said, "All this your success, who will inherit it?" Everybody laughed. I went to the bathroom and cried. Why are people so insensitive anyways? Why do you say such words to people? Why? Why are people insensitive? I'm happy for my friends who are married, but sometimes I wonder, what if marriage never happens for me? Does it mean my life was incomplete? No. I don't know. Let me see your name. If I can see your name, please. If you are the one that sent me this email, your life is complete with or without marriage. Don't let anybody ever make you feel bad because you're not married. For the women, for the men, I think a lot of men have thick skin towards it. But for the ladies, it gets to you, and I understand. Once the ladies, especially for Africa, once you are above 30, the pressure of getting married comes. You see your friends posting, you see singles, let single breathe. The pressure of social media, online, offline, it's a lot, I know. But I'm begging you, please, don't let anyone, no one has the right to make you feel bad. Nobody, as a woman. Is marriage an achievement or a good thing? Yes, it is. Does it make you less of who you are if you don't get married? No, it doesn't. Because not everybody will get married. Not everybody will get married. Not everybody will find love. Okay? Some of us get married, divorce, and try to find love again. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. You know, I don't know, when I read lines that I can relate with it, I talk with too much passion because I can relate with it. You know, so I can relate with it. No, but I'm gonna say, Mother says marriage is an achievement. Now, marriage in itself, the wedding day, is not the achievement, but what the marriage produces is an achievement. You have amazing children, it's an achievement. You are able to have beautiful, your husband is, you help that man become a better, he helps you become better, that's achievement. Whatever you do in that marriage is achievement. The getting married, that wedding day is not an achievement. But whatever happens in that marriage, the good thing that the marriage produces is an achievement. The beautiful memories you make with your partner, it's an achievement. Those fun nights, those interesting things, movie nights, the times you dance together, those are the achievement. The joy you're able to create in the marriage is an achievement. The wedding day itself is just in Africa has made wedding a super big thing. There's party, you see a recent wedding, 300 million, 500 million. People are saying you must have 1 billion before you get married, you know those things. Those ones are irrelevant. But whatever the marriage produces itself, it's an achievement. The amazing kids you are able to bear or bear in that marriage is an achievement. Maybe before you got married, you only had a degree as a man, and your wife encouraged you, challenged you, you had your master's degree, your doctorate degree. That's an achievement you made in marriage. As a woman, maybe before you got married, you had a small business, and you married a man who is kind enough, who put money in your business, who expanded your business for you. That's an achievement you made in that marriage. The wedding night itself is an achievement. But those memory nights, and I'm telling you this, and I'm going to say this too, also those times when you're able to make passionate love with your partner is the achievement. So, now, you don't need all of that to be happy. I want you to be happy the way you are right now. Because nobody can make you happy really. Happiness is a personal decision. Happiness is what? Happiness is a personal decision. Nothing should make you sad or happy. Not should you take your sadness or happy away from you. Happiness should be your choice. Okay? It's a choice to stay happy. Don't allow pressure of all my friends are married. All my friends have kids now. I don't have kids now, to make you lose yourself. In your mail, you say you have a successful career. You have your own car, you have your own space, you are okay, you are not hungry, you are able to take care of your parents. You should be very happy. Do you know how many people don't have what you have? Do you know countless people that don't have what you have? So what God has blessed you with, a good job, a good career, a thriving career, happy family, your parents, you are able to take care of your parents, you have good health. Please, don't beat yourself up for it. Now, should you not get married? You should get married if you want to get married. Like you said you want to get married, you want to have children. So if your desire for it Please, by all good means, get married. But don't put yourself in that kind of pressure. Let it happen naturally. Please, let it happen naturally. What I says, I will stand on in marriage and achievement. I respect your stand. Everybody's stand is respectable. I mean, again, like I said, I respect your stand, and you are not far from the truth. Some people believe that marriage is an achievement, and they're right. Some of us believe that the wedding day is not an achievement, but whatever you're able to make out of it is an achievement, which is also right. So please, don't beat yourself up because you're not married. The fact that people are married, not married, please, don't feel bad about it. You have a good job, you have things. It's better be happy about it. Be very, very happy about it. Okay? It's very important. Alright. For those of you who are just joining, I decided to combine. I have a weekly podcast called Sharing Life Issues with Dr. Sam, where I take people's feedback, people send emails, whatever they're going through, and I give an advice, whatever advice I can give and support I can give. So I decided to merge that Sharing Life with Dr. Sam with Good Things Happen to make it one live stream, so that we're not just so for 1 hour I'm not repeating the same thing. That's why I'm merging that with this. So every day I would read emails. So the email is simple: helloamazingsam@gmail.com. HELLO Amazing Sam. Let me type it on YouTube. helloamazingsam@gmail.com. Okay, that is the email. helloamazingsam@gmail.com. Okay, that's the email. So you can send me an email if you also have issues to discuss. Please send me an email, and I will gladly help when I respond to your email. Okay, that's it. helloamazingsam@gmail.com. I want to type it out again for you guys. You see, I will read it out and I'll give my advice. helloamazingsam@gmail.com. Okay, so let me read the last email. By the way, don't forget, what can $100 do for you? Please, if you've joined this live stream a couple of times, please invite your friends. If those of you have gotten something, who have qualified, if you love your friends, share the live with them. They can still join. We still have a few more minutes. We have 17 more minutes. Copy the YouTube link now and share with your friends and say, don't come on this live. You just might win $100 today. Please invite your friends, okay? Invite your friends. You never can tell. And can we have this conversation that we're having on TikTok? Timmy, can we move this conversation to YouTube, please? I want us to move this conversation to YouTube. Can we do that so that we can have more engagement on YouTube? I like all of you who are having the conversation. All of you are talking with Dara's Empire, Debbie Slash. All of you are making the conversation. Can we move this to YouTube, please? Okay. Titula Messi. All of you are on TikTok with me. Can we move this to YouTube, please, guys? So I'll read the last message. I still have like more emails, but I'm just going to read this one. Sorry guys, I'm responding to so I'm going to read sorry, I'm reading it first because some of these things I cannot even read them out. Okay, let me read this one. I feel like crying, but it is well. This is very painful. This is really very painful. Okay, I'm going to read it. Dr. Sam, please keep my anonymous. I am a 35 years old man. Please listen to this story. It's really, really very, very touching. This will be the last story for the day, and then we'll wrap up on good things happen. My wife and I struggled to have a child for 6 years. When she finally became pregnant, I have never seen her happier. She bought baby clothes before we even knew whether it was a boy or a girl. She used to stand in front of the mirror holding her stomach and say, "This baby has changed our story." She was right, just not in the way we expected. My wife died during childbirth. Our daughter survived. Dr. Sam, everybody celebrated the baby while I was planning our mother's funeral. Sometimes I will hold my newborn daughter and cry because I didn't know whether I was supposed to be happy or devastated. She's 4 now. She looks exactly like her mother. A few days ago, she saw our wedding picture and asked, "Daddy, who is that woman with you?" I said, "That's your mommy." She smiled and asked, "Where is she?" I couldn't answer. That night, after she slept, I sat beside her for almost an hour. Dr. Sam, I love my daughter more than anything in the world, but every birthday she celebrates is also the anniversary of the day I lost my wife. How do you celebrate the greatest gift of your life when it arrived on the same day as your greatest loss? How do you celebrate the greatest gift of your life when it arrived on the same day as your greatest loss? See, some situations will happen to us in our lives and there is no response. There's no way, it will never make sense. This kind of situation, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how to explain it. I don't think it ever makes sense. I don't think that this should ever happen to anyone. For every pregnant woman out there, I pray for you that you have safe delivery. You know why this is very, very touchy? Because I think it's a few weeks now, one of my very, very, very good friends also died from complications of giving birth. And today again, Instagram reminded me, I was live streaming their Sample song and I'm like, and I had to go by. I was just talking like, Lara is dead. I remember many, many years ago when we used to volunteer together. She's selfless. I'm so sorry. Sorry for your loss. I know it's been 4 years, but I don't know how to explain it. I just trust God that God will console you. Okay? God will console you. I pray that God will console himself, because there's no way I can, there's no way I can really console you as I don't know how I can console you, but God Himself will stand by you. I pray for every pregnant woman that you have a safe delivery, okay? Everything will happen easily. I pray for you. And for expecting fathers to whose wives are pregnant, I pray that your wife will deliver safely, okay? There will not be any complications. You will not lose your wife and you will not lose your child. Yorubas will say, sometimes it's before, but actually it does not be me. You know, sometimes the mother stays and the child is gone. Sometimes the child stays, the mother couldn't make it. And there's no of this option that is good. Both of them are very sad experiences. I pray that you never have to experience grief. You know, I remember that I lost my sister one time, and that is the biggest loss I've had so far. I remember that morning she was going to go and serve yesterday. I'll never forget yesterday. And I remember when yesterday, because yesterday struggled a lot. And I remember when she was planning to go for service. I remember very well. A week before going for camp, she was excited, she was planning, she bought so many things. She said she wanted to be a mother in camp, she wanted to take care of people, you know, she was planning for people she didn't even know. She bought so many things, like 3 days she made chin, she made this, she made that. She packed so many things. She said, when I'm in camp, I'm going to give people stuff, this and that. I remember that morning, that early morning when she woke, when she was dressed up. And unfortunately, we didn't have money for flights. So she had to go by bus. If she had flown, maybe she would have died. And I remember. I was the last one that saw you today. I hugged her. I remember what I said to her. I said, she was going to Taraba State. I said, to this Taraba, go pay me. When you get to Taraba State, please call me. That's what I told you today. My sister. Amazing. You know, someone who's older than you, she will wash my clothes, she will cater for me, she will cook for us, she's selfless. She's extremely selfless. Saturday morning before I wake up, grown up man, yesterday will have washed my clothes. Grown up man, I'm not a baby. When I wake up, I say, this is why you washing my clothes. It's okay now, I just want to wash for you. And there's no washing machine, no, and wash. And I told her, I said to Badi meaning when you get to Taraba, call me. And Taraba was supposed to be like an 18 hours drive from Lagos. And my spirit was unrest. I remember where I received the call. I was in Pan that day. Or Stadium, I can't remember. I can't forget. And I got a call from fiancé then, or fiance then. And he says, and the guy told me, have you heard from yesterday? Immediately he called me. I said, because initially yesterday and I were talking, but I thought maybe after a while they were in a place where there was no network. So she started chatting with them. I'm like, they have entered a place, there's no network. So immediately she chatted me and said, I'm here from yesterday. I just knew my spirit, something has happened to her. My spirit was like, Nkoti Shele. You know, and somebody told me, Nkoti Shele. I'm like, Immediately he told me that, have you heard from yesterday? I said, Nkoti Shele. My spirit said something has happened to yesterday. And I said, no, I've not heard from her. The last time I spoke to her, like 2 hours ago, she was chatting me, maybe they're already in network area or something. And so the whole night, because it was a night trip to the next day, I didn't hear from yesterday. The next day, I was at unrest. I called the fiance, Alpha, anything from yesterday? No. I called my big daddy, Alpha, no. Yesterday is not going. What is wrong? Number not going through. In the afternoon around 2 p.m., they called me from work. They said, Sam, come home. I said, what do you mean come home? They said, come home, come home. I said, what is happening? Tell me. They said, come home. I just knew something that happened to yesterday. I started crying on my way home. I didn't know what happened, but I started crying. By the time I go home, I see so many people in my house. Yesterday was involved in a ghastly motor accident. And she died. Rest in peace, Yetunde. I will continue to love you, my sister. You're the best sister anybody can ask for. Best. So, you know what made it matter so much? A little bit at the news, it happened in Elisha that year. 5 buses, or the police people say 5 or 4 buses, collided, and they didn't just have an accident, they caught fire because one of the buses was carrying extra liter of petrol in jerrycan. I think because on Taraba Road, maybe they are not filling station, I don't know. So I think one of the buses had 2 extra liters of petrol in the boots. So when there was a collision, I remember that my mom said, we need to go and pack into this, because by the time we got to Ife, they took all their cups to Ife. It was just, they were burnt beyond recognition. It was just mere bones. Mere bones. And I remember my mom said, go and pack something and bury it. By the time we went there the next day, they were already having maggots, wasn't shaking, Can you imagine somebody, my sister that I grew up with? I could not identify her. So we at the mortuary, they just say, okay, this, maybe this one, we just packed. Because my mom, I said, no, it doesn't matter. We have to bury something. And so we packed a few stuff, the few bones, whatever. I don't know whether it's eating or not. We just packed something just to go and bury it. That day is the worst day of my life. Still the worst day of my life. The day we buried me. But there's something that I took from that day. And that's what I use to console people that are grieving. I remember what the pastor said. I will never forget what he said. He said to me, he said he was preaching about it today. Because I was crying, everybody was crying, I was crying. My eyes almost came out. I was mucoy, I was crying. I was unstoppable. And I remember what he said to me. What he said, not to me, he said he was preaching about life and salary about. And he said something I will never forget. He said, if God decides to keep everybody here now, buried today, he said God will still be God. That thing touched me. He said, you see, it's a very painful thing, but if anything happens today now, and every one of us dies now, he said God will still be God. That thing struck me. He said, wait, you don't understand what I'm saying. He said, listen. He said, if everybody now in this village, in this town that we're burying, we didn't bury in Lagos, said everybody here now, everybody here now, everybody here, all of us here now, if God decides to kill everybody in this town, say God is still God. That thing. So the first one, it touched me. That one hit me deep. He now said something that I will never forget. That was the last one that took me off. He said, God look at Nigeria as a country and says, I am tired of Nigeria on the map. I want to wipe out the whole of Nigeria from the entire 196 country in the world. He said, God will still be God. He said, in all of these things, we should find a reason to be thankful. That it could have been worse. And David has lived a good life. She has touched people. That she's gone home to rest. That was the consolation I have. That she has run a race, she's gone home to rest. And now, just reflecting back now, just barely a week ago, those of you that followed the news that happened in where is this place? I think it's a South American country. Is it Colorado? Is it how come I forget now? It starts with a C. There was a massive earthquake. And up until now, they are still finding people. Over 100 people died. Same thing happened in China recently. There was a massive storm in China. More than 1 million people were displaced. This reminds us that life can happen in a minute. Remember 2005, Bellevue and Suzulisu that happened. Bellevue and Suzulisu that happened. Remember? students were going to Abuja, and the plane crashed. And it's a painful thing. And there's no way nobody can actually talk to you about grief and talk about grief, because people don't wear your shoes and know how it pains. But what I can say is this: in this grief, in your experience, God is still good. Yeah, Colombia, thank you so much. It was Colombia. It's a terrible experience in Colombia right now. More than 100 people have died. I saw a video of a baby. The father was covering the baby. I think the father didn't make it, or the mother didn't make it, just to save a baby. And I could not. I was weeping when I was watching it on Instagram. Yeah, I think it's Colombia. So painful. But we can question God. And not because I'm a Christian, because as Christians we've made to believe that we cannot question God. There's some, like I said in the beginning, there's some things that will happen in our lives that will never make sense. There's no way you can justify how it makes sense. It will never make sense. But you know what? You have to keep going regardless. It will never make sense, but you can't afford to keep believing or keep pushing. So, sir, I beg you, please, I want you to know that God has blessed you, has wiped your tears, even though it's a very sad thing. God has wiped your tears by blessing you with an adorable daughter. Right? Let me see if it's a boy or girl. Or God has blessed you with a child, boy or girl, whatever it is. And I know it's painful, because how do you celebrate the gift of your life when you also on the same day your greatest loss? But you say it's been 4 years now. And I want to beg you, sir, please open your heart to healing. Because you will not do your child any good if you don't try to heal and know that your wife is in a better place. She is in a better place. The consolation we have, those of us who are Christians, and those who are Muslims, those who believe that we are in heaven, is that one day we will see our loved ones again. One day we believe we'll do what? We will see our loved ones again. So please, I want you to heal. If you need to speak to a counselor, if you want us to, I'm willing to have a one-on-one with you any day, sir, to see how I can, speak with you. I just want to check up on you and know how are you doing. I know it's been a lot for the past 4 years. How are you hanging in there? I just want to encourage you that it is well. 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 Everything will be fine. Okay? Alright, we're going to wrap up today's. Let me just go through YouTube now and see those who left a comment. Let's see how many people we can support today before we wrap up for the day. So we have Odunayo Ikasola says, $100 will be enough to help me rent a room. I am squatting with a friend at the moment and I really need to get a place for myself. Okay, Ikasola, you are one person today. My team will reach out to you. We will do verification if you want to verify what you are saying. But you have $100 now. Okay. Yes, people are talking about the experiences. Layola, something like that. Yes, I think Layola collects the socialism that happened. Okay, life is fickle, yes. Gaza, Yemen, not Nigeria. I know things are happening all over the world. It happened in Ukraine, it happened in, everywhere. Things are happening. And I read a story about a Cameroonian guy who went to work. He's a mechanic, And in the mechanic where he works, there's also a car showroom. And the car showroom exploded, and this young guy was planning to get married next month, just died. How do you take the cops back home? Someone whose wife is expecting to get married in a month. How can such girl or such lady heal from such trauma? It's a devastating thing. Everything will be fine. For those of you who have missed a loved one, your dad, your mom, the Lord will be with you. I know it's tough. It's not easy, you know. I still miss it to this day. It's been how many years now? This day died in 2012. This is 2026. That's 13 years after. I still miss her. Like, I remember her face every morning. Because why? I was the last person that saw her that morning. Around 5 a.m. I hugged her. And I said to her, when you get to Raba, you should pay me to Raba. Unfortunately, we didn't have money for flight ticket. She will have flown to, I've forgotten where she was supposed to fly to, then take a bus. You know, things were tough back in the days. But usually is in a better place now. And for those of you who have lost someone, a loved one, please know that they are in a better place. So, sir, my last advice is please reach out to me if you can and open your heart again to healing and to love. And when I mean to love, I'm not saying go and get married again. Even though I will still want to get married again. And that's the honest truth. And I don't want to sound sensitive, but you really still need to marry again. Take your time. If it takes you 10 years, there's no rush. 15 years, no problem. As long as it takes you to heal enough. But you need to get married again. You need to find love again. You need to give love to your child. Because what age you say you are? Let me see. You say you are 35. If I'm right? You are 35. You need to find love again. I don't know when. I'm not saying you should do that now. I'm not being insensitive. But I'm saying you need to heal and allow love to find you again. It might take a while. It might take you another 4 or 5 years. Now it's 4 years. You're 39 now. It might take you another 3, 4, 5 years. But before 3, 4, 45. It's okay. Take all the time you need to heal. And I pray you find love again. Someone that will love you and will love your child. You know, because I always tell people that it takes a 2-parent household to raise a child. One person can do their best, the father can do his best. But there will still be some part that is missing, the mother's love. The mother can do her best, give all the best, train the child, but there will be some part that is missing. That father's guidance. So I always pray to have a 2-parent household. And if it doesn't happen, maybe through death or through divorce, that's life. But if you can open your heart to love again, please try to find love again. And I pray that this time around, this love will last. And you will raise amazing children in love. And like we say, that the mom will continue to watch over you and the daughter or your son. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. But that will be the end of this. I'm not going to read anymore for today. I'm just going to quickly wrap up because we're already stretched beyond time. It's 7 p.m. already. Let's just read a few comments on YouTube and see if we can pick 1 or 2 more people to give you support for. And that will be for the night. So again, the question is, what can $100 do for you? If you know you genuinely need this $100, you know it can do something for you, please leave a comment and we will see that we can, in any way we can help, okay? Yes, it's not going to be easy, you know. It is well, everything will be fine, okay? I know those of you who have lost loved one, father, mother, siblings, it's tough. And there's no explanation to it. It's tough. But it's okay. You know, everything will be fine. All is well. All is well. Okay guys, so that's the end of this live stream today. Let's see if I can get 1 more person to give $100 today. If you genuinely have a need for $100. By the way, also, If you want to join me in giving people, either an individual or as a company, please reach out. If you feel led to say, I want to join you also blessing people, please reach out to me. Same email, hello@amazingsam@gmail.com. For those of you that joined the live stream today, please invite your friends for tomorrow. If this is a blessing to you, please tell a friend. Share this live with a friend. We go live 6 p.m. Nigerian time every day, Monday to Friday. Tomorrow, we're not giving out cash gift because tomorrow I'm doing Sam's Lounge. I'm inviting a few friends to the house. We're just eating, we're having a conversation. So it's not, we're not doing good things happen, we're not doing sharing our videos, but so Monday to Friday we give, and then we go back again next week Monday. But Saturday and Sunday again we still have live. Every day I have live 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Depending on where you're watching from, you can tell what your time is. But we do this every day. So please join every day, 6 p.m. 7 p.m. Join on YouTube. Follow my YouTube channel, Mr. Greatness TV. Please subscribe, Mr. Greatness TV, one word. Mr. Greatness TV, just type together. You see me wearing a blue suit. Just click on subscribe. So that anytime we go live, YouTube can notify you. And then also the same thing on TikTok. On Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, my handle is at ITS Mr. Greatness. If you're following me here, it's the same handle on Instagram, the same on Facebook. Just search for me and just follow on Facebook and on Instagram. I would love for us to connect together as one big family. Thank you so much for joining. For all of you that joined on YouTube, that left the message on YouTube, thank you so much. For those of you that responded on TikTok, that joined, that stayed to the end, thank you. I love you so much. For those of you that went on YouTube, so today we picked Odunayo Onyekasola. We're going to reach out to you, Odunayo. Please go on TikTok or Instagram and DM so that my team can reach out to you. For those who are qualified because of this weekend we begin to reach out to you, okay? Thank you so much, amazing friends, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for the gifts I've gotten, for your time on the live, for your support, for everybody who has done something. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Have a beautiful night and God bless you. Thank you, bye. Thank you. We can go. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. 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 Excellent. Okay. But now you're putting more in. Then escape. Then OBS. Thank you, guys. We're trying to disconnect on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I love you so much. Stop streaming here. No, here.